Okay, so I've just gotten started on my 10-handed table, and what I have here is a 10-handed 2-4 game and a 3-6 heads-up game. And what I'm going to really focus on here is just trying to show what sorts of information is available to me on either table, and how I also deal with leveraging information that I have about my opponents, and how I also leverage giving information to my opponents. And that's something that's going to be happening on this table, but won't really be happening on this table. And so what actually happens here, and I've lost my heads-up game, so I'm going to go ahead and try and find another one here right away, is I do have my poker ace head on, but for the 10-handed game, I do not have any stats. So this is going to be a bit of an extreme situation, where I'm going to be putting myself in a situation where I really don't have any information at all, which is not necessarily a situation anybody would actually ever be in, but for the purpose of sort of demonstrating the example, would be perfectly fine. I've got another game here, and so that's great. So I will go ahead and bet. And so what we'll be doing on the heads-up table is I'm going to be keeping a lot of track of what my opponent's actions are like, and I'm going to use that to weight my my actions in other hands so that they're more accurate, because I'm going to have more information about how he's playing overall. Whereas on this table, I'm going to be making very general assumptions about how I think players in general play at these limits on this website, so on and so forth. And one thing that people may find is that there is actually a skill to dealing well with generalized environments and information-sparse environments, where on different websites, certainly not all environments are the same. They may be different across different websites, certainly different across different limits. So your general assumptions about what people will do, if you're doing a good job of that, what you'll actually find is that in different scenarios, those will be different assumptions. And so I'm going to go ahead and cap on the heads-up table and just fall through the hand. So I can either call and raise a turn here. I'm going to raise right away, and maybe I can do some extra action, or maybe he may not necessarily always bet the turn every time. If he raises here, I may consider just calling, and if he leads into this card, I will raise, and if he 3-bets, I'll probably just call, because I think that would weight his range more heavily towards Queen Jack than something like Aces up. And so again, there are certain situations where the information I have doesn't really matter. It doesn't really know what I know about my opponents on the 10-handed table. In any possible situation, I'm going to be raising with my ace-king. So again, there are situations where the information you have doesn't matter. But again, there also are situations where it does have a big impact on how you want to play your hand. And so it's always important to be aware of whether or not you can actually leverage the information at hand, whether there's any valuable or any value in playing in a particular way, or mixing it up, or so on and so forth. So I could check behind here and try to induce action. I could bet and try to induce a bluff.